Y'all are in for a treat today. Not only do you get to meet one of my dear friends, but we are going to go in and tap into one of the up-and-coming short-term rental property management teams right here in Central Florida that is taking on the world. Let's go check it out, because this is how American dreams are made. And not only that, they're fulfilling your dreams for the magical place on earth. Let's go. Are you ready to experience the city beautiful? Welcome to Living in Orlando with me, Ruth Klaers. Lisa, you and I have known each other a while.
We sure have.
It all started back in timeshare.
It did.
Thankfully, we've graduated to another level.
Very much so, yes. That's a long time ago.
Yes, oh, so many fun stories there. But now you stuck in to vacation world.
Yes.
I went into realtor world, and you've had a couple iterations, and now you're in Casiola.
Correct.
So I want to know a few things about what it is that made you decide this was the new home.
Okay.
And what it is about Casiola that is going to be like the new best thing for short-term rental.
Fair enough. I think when I came to Casiola, I really wanted to make sure it was a reputable company, right? I wanted to make sure that I came to a location that the company took really good care of the people, but also and by people I mean their owners, and also performed at a high level, right? Because with short-term real estate or short-term rentals, it really comes down to, is my house booking?
Yeah.
And what's the status of my house? How does it look, right? Is it in good condition? So I've known Casiola, I've known the CEO, Dennis, for years. And it just made a good fit to be able to come over here, and I feel very confident in the product. I think it's an incredible product. When you say why Casiola, what is it going to do? I mean, we're wanting to be the very first globally recognized short-term rental management company.
Wow.
Yes.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're tasked with some very large numbers over the next couple of years. And we started in Central Florida, but we have South Florida, the west coast of Florida, Aruba, Texas, and Spain now.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Going international. Is Casiola headquartered in Florida?
You're sitting in it.
This is
This is it. Yeah.
Oh, well, they're right next door to SeaWorld, so if you're ever looking for a good time.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So this is the office.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
is the hub.
This is the hub.
Out of here. Okay.
Correct.
Very
so cool. Dennis, our CEO, is here. He's here Monday through Friday.
Nice.
So yeah, this is the hub.
That's cool. And how? Because I know other places that you've been, the management was removed from the location to some degree, the upper management, I should say. So what is it about having? How is it different having the C-suite here?
Well, number one, accessibility to say, hey, I have a question on this, or, what is the goal for that? To be able just to hear how his brain works. He's really brilliant, right? And so there's a method behind the madness, and so you can kind of ask different questions and why there are things done a certain way.
Okay.
It is a very structured, our homes have to hit a certain level of care. They have to have, certain amenities to them. So we are picky with who we bring on.
That's good.
Which is important, right? When you step into a Casiola house, you know to a degree what you're going to get.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
So it's kind of like hotels have their brandedness. You're
right.
Having that. Okay.
And so, whereas other management companies that I've known before kind of let certain things say, it's okay. He really does adhere to that standard of no, the homes have to have X, Y, and Z because the reviews are critical. You want somebody to have a 5-star review.
100%. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. And it's fascinating with the different things that I end up getting into. There's
so much emphasis on branding in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
They are, the word on the street is, if you don't have a personal brand,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're saying that they're picky about the homes because we're doing the brand thing, which is absolutely critical, what are some of the, the things that would tell you, if I walk into a Casiola house, how will I know that I'm walking into a Casiola house? What is it about that house that's going to be like, oh, this is a Casiola house?
Yeah, well, there's a certain even uniformity down to it, right? So there's going to be certain amenities when you walk into that house, especially and it can vary a little bit by market, but a single family home with a pool, it's going to have a grill, right?
Oh, nice.
One thing I think that's really important that we don't talk enough about is going to be the cleanliness of the sheets. So our management fee covers
100%.
the sheets, your towels, and your comforters. So you know that that's getting washed every single time.
No, I understand.
There's other companies that maybe twice a year for a comforter. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
remember that.
So you know that it's clean, right? And then also when somebody checks in, we're reaching out to them and asking them to rate the stay, a little happy face or a little sad face, rate the stay. If there's an issue, it allows us to hit that immediately.
Okay.
Because your happiest guests are the ones that may have had a little bit of an issue initially, but then we rectify it and they're 5-star because they're happy that they got that service. So we're doing that from when they check in to make sure that everything is good.
Disney does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's something else that's cool about it is with our owner portal, the owners have full visibility of everything and they can see those scores. Including pictures. Like after every single time somebody checks out, they see pictures of their house and they get inspection reports. So the owners know the condition of the house and they can see, the reviews and how happy the guests are when they're there.
Yes. For the partnership with an owner, what is the thing that they have to go through to say, I can be Casiola material?
So we will look at, right now, like if you're looking in Central Florida, we do operate in specific neighborhoods. Okay. So we just don't take anything being in Central Florida. They have to be in specific neighborhoods. We're starting to branch out a little bit, but it's within guidelines because we are expanding so fast. So we want it to be a newer remodeled or a newer build, right? And when we do our inspection process, so we'll send the owner a link of everything that they need to have the house rental ready, and we do that inspection process. So, if we come in and it looks like something needs to be pressure washed or a wall needs to be painted, we'll have those things done prior to taking the photos for that home.
Well, yeah, because nobody gets a second or first impression.
No.
No, that is true. So, okay, and then as far as the platforms in, marketing the properties, do you use multiple platforms? How does that work?
Multiple platforms.
Okay.
So you'll have your Airbnb, your VRBO, Expedia, you'll have your Marriott's, you'll have your Booking.coms, and more, right? So we work with all different types of platforms. We're also the highest rated on those platforms as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I don't know how much you know, but it's difficult to maintain an Airbnb superhost status, as an example.
Yes.
Especially for a management company.
Yeah.
And we are a superhost.
That's
and
awesome.
those things are really important, especially when a guest logs in and they're looking for a home. You want to make sure it has those things.
It's kind of like if I'm looking for a hotel, I'm going for 5-star, I'm going for superhost.
That's right.
Yeah. When people come in and you're touching base with them, how often do they leave a positive review?
Quite often, and we do chase those reviews.
Okay.
But even if you go to our website and you scroll through our homes, you'll see so many reviews on our homes, and you see very strong 5-star reviews. So it's amazing to go to the website and just see how many reviews there are.
I love it. So how long have you been working here?
A whole month.
So you know everything.
I know everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
So being the new kid on the block, just stepping in, And your role is to bring in properties, or what are they having you do for the company?
Right. So we're part of the growth team. So right now,
Okay.
yes, it's individual homeowners. And then also this year, there's a focus on franchise and multi-unit business development as well.
Okay.
So we can't just get there on just individual homeowners. It's really massively expanding over the next couple of years. Mm-hmm.
So they're going to go into franchising. What is that going to look like?
We've been in franchising, right? But we just have to really start expanding. So. We even have a franchise in Central Florida. So there's the corporate, and there's even a franchise here. But Aruba, as an example, being a franchise, you have a lot of smaller, or not even smaller, property management companies. They could have 20 to 100 homes, but now they want more bookings, right? So they want to really increase their bookings. They want a uniform way to operate their business. They want the standards of Casiola, so it's giving them a blueprint of partnering together to be able to have what we're going for is the name brand recognition, and the goal is to have it there, pretty quickly in the next couple of years. That it's giving them that blueprint of how to operate efficiently, but then also how to bring in additional business, additional homeowners for that particular market.
Okay. So if you have a franchise, it's basically, do they purchase a property management company to be a franchise, or do they market to them to jump on the wagon?
So what we've done now is they should have at least 20 homes that they're already an existing property management company.
Okay.
They should have at least 20 homes, and then they're bringing us in to kind of streamline, use our platforms, right? So we have an incredible software platform that streamlines the operations piece of it. So they have access to that, and they have access to the bookings, to increase for their property homeowners. And then we're also working on how to help them grow organically in that market to add to their portfolio.
Cool. Yeah. So they're kind of leaning on you to push the word out, if you will.
Yes.
I like that. Okay. What other things, when you're saying multi-unit, is this like a step in residential?
No. You'll have different locations that will have maybe a high-rise building, that there's a lot of units in that particular building. And so we can bring on that building as an example and be the preferred management company for that building.
Okay. But it's all focused on vacation?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I like that. Is there any other place that does that? I feel like there isn't.
You'll have individual buildings that will have a property management company potentially on site. There are some that do try to dabble, but I think just how Casiola sets everything up is just a truly wonderful way, and it's beneficial for the individual homeowner, and it's beneficial for the franchisee as an example.
Cool. So, as far as homes go, because you can have, if they're doing a multi-unit, if I've got a cute little condo versus a 17-bedroom house, is there a standard or a bedroom number that you guys will not support, or do you go from the sublime to the ridiculous?
I think a lot of times it depends on the unit and the market, because we'll have condo units in Miami that could be a studio, and it's in a beautiful building, and that speaks to the Miami market. But if you have something in Central Florida that is a studio, it may not. It's a totally different market, so it may not be something that we want unless it's a
I do.
Yeah.
Miami, and we're very
So we're I think that would be more market specific than it would just bedroom specific.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's good. So then, as far as the framework, they've been here for how old is Casiola?
12 years.
12 years. And how long, I guess within the 12 years, how long did it take them to decide that, or did they just decide they're going to be the global thing? How did we get to this place where we're saying we're going to be the global vacation?
We should ask
people?
Dennis.
Okay. Yeah, we should.
Well, hello, Dennis. I'm
Hi,
Rue.
Nice.
Nice to
meeting
meet
you.
Yeah, so I hear you have all the answers.
I hope so. I'm going to try my best at least.
I love it. So Lisa and I were chatting, and we were just kind of talking about the goals that you have.
Yeah.
So you want to be like the global. She says you've been around for 12 years.
Yeah.
Why the desire to be at that level? How long have you been planning to be there, and yeah, all that good stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, the first, I think, 8 or 9 years, we were only based in Orlando, and there's so much opportunity here that we didn't even have the ambition to grow outside Orlando.
Nice.
There was still so much market share to gain here, and from a logistics standpoint, it's a lot easier to build your operation here in one location instead of going into different countries and different languages and different cultures. So we were really focused on Orlando. But then the pandemic hit, and everything got shut down here for a few months in Florida. But then everything reopened, and we saw all our competitors like really killing it in beach markets, in mountain markets. Everybody wanted to get out of their own house, out of their bubble, but they didn't want to mingle with other people that they didn't know. So Orlando really got hit very hard because no one wanted to go to a theme park in the middle of a pandemic. So that was really like a wake-up call for us, like, hey, we maybe have to diversify our business a little bit, because if something really big, major happens here in Orlando, it's over and done. And that's how we actually started talking with someone in Aruba that I met a few years earlier at the conference. So that's when I went to Aruba, and what I realized is that they were still operating the whole market, not that specific company, but the whole market was operating the way Orlando was operating 10, 15 years ago. I saw so much opportunity in that market to do things differently and do things more the way we were used to here, that I thought, okay, maybe now is the time to expand outside Orlando. And so we did, and it was really, really successful. They had like 15 homes when we started, and we were able to grow them to over 150 homes in less than 2 years. So that was something like just by applying our marketing, our systems, our approach, and that was something like, hey, if we can do it here, we can probably also help other business owners scale their vacation rental business and grow their companies. So that's where the franchise idea came into place, and we're really now on a mission to build the first global brand for vacation rentals, because that doesn't exist yet today. You've got Hilton, you've got Marriott in the hotel space. They're really big, and they have a predictable experience. Wherever you go in the world, you know exactly what to expect when you stay in the Marriott, but you don't have that yet for vacation rentals. You've got bigger companies like Airbnb that control the booking experience, but once you get there, you don't know, or am I going to have sheets, or they're going to be supplies for the bathrooms? Do I have to buy them or bring them? So what we want to do is really create a more predictable experience. Each and every vacation home is still going to be unique, because I think that's what's great about vacation rentals. But the whole experience from start to finish, from booking to how you get into the home, the amenities that you can expect once you're in the home, the level of service, the level of cleanness, that is something that we really want to standardize and make more predictable for guests.
I love that. How did you get into this business?
I always tell everyone the biggest mistake of my life. I had a completely different business before this. I ran an online printing company, but I did it in Europe. I sold that company in 2013 and wanted to do something else, too young to retire. And property management, I thought, hey, people book their vacation online. I've got that e-commerce experience. How hard can it be to manage some vacation homes? And that's how I rolled into it. And I have to say, I've never worked as hard as the first few years doing property management. What makes it really hard is that it's 24/7. It never stops. But hospitality is completely different. And for me, like a final breaking point also that really made us decide, like, hey, now we really need to grow was, I remember it like it was yesterday. So it was summer and we wanted to go to the beach. So I scheduled a day that we didn't have any arrivals or any departures, so everything, all the guests were already in house, and literally 10 minutes after sitting in that chair, we got a call from a guest that somehow locked themselves out of the home, and the only way to get them in was coming here with a hard key to the. So we had to pack everything in, drove 2.5 hours back, and that was for me like, I don't want to do this like this anymore. We either grow our business and hire people, or we sell it and do something different.
Yeah.
But again, there was so much opportunity, especially we're talking about 12 years ago, and not everything depends on me anymore 24/7.
Kind of as a summary of Casiola and your global vision,
Yeah.
what do you need to scale your operation to get to the global domination? I'm just going to say it.
Domination.
Yeah.
But really building out that team of 8 players is my main responsibility now, and that's what's going to make the difference, how they can execute and how they can realize that vision.
Well, Dennis, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
answering the burning question and for sharing some really fun stories. I appreciate it.
An absolute pleasure. So nice meeting you.
We look forward to seeing you all over the world.
Absolutely, me too. Thank you.
Thank you. Wasn't that great? We got to reconnect with a dear friend and meet some new faces and talk about some of the most magical things on earth. We're going to go check out one of their properties, which is a superhost, and find out why Casiola is the next best thing for your short-term rental. Come on, let's go.